to carry the British nuclear deterrent during the Cold War. And of course this year, it's 25 years since the fall of the Berlin Wall and the collapse of European communist regimes, which eventually ended that Cold War. So here she is, Avro Vulcan Xh558. 345 miles an hour. Kev Rumans in the left-hand seat, Bill Ramsey in the right-hand seat. The third member of the crew, the air electronics officer. I think it's Phil Davis, but I might be wrong about that. I may need to check that. So there she is, that extraordinary shape. And that leading edge of the wing, which had the modification done to it over the winter, which cost an extra £200,000, which we didn't think we could afford to do, but you showed us that we could. Coming back towards us. Look how slim she is when she comes towards you. Got very small radar signature for a big aeroplane. Spiral climb coming up. Magnificent sound of 4 Rolls-Royce Olympus 202 engines, 16,400 pounds of static thrust each, and the wheels coming down as she starts her descent from the spiral climb. 18 wheels, 16 in the main undercarriage and 2 in the nose. So you'll see her come by with the undercarriage down. Might even be able to pick out some of the lettering on the undercarriage doors if you're close enough. Interesting when you look at the size, she's about the same size as a not very big Airbus airliner. Lovely little howl there. So if you look on the undercarriage door on the far side, you see Airbus, one of the major sponsors. They have to replace it, but of course the ABS is next to it. And yet she can just tiptoe away like that. Seen this display before, but what I expect to see now is that as she comes past in front of us, we'll see the bomb bay open. This is the weapons bay that carried 21,000 pounds of conventional bombs, 21 1,000-pound bombs. And when we heard, as we heard this morning from Martin Withers, they flew that more than 7,000 miles down to the Falkland Islands and back from Ascension Island. That's as far as going non-stop from here to Bali. In the days long before that was ever thought of. Watching the because of course in 1982, towards the end of her operational career, and supported by 11 Victor tankers and one other Vulcan, Vulcan 607 hit the centre line of Port Stanley runway in the Falkland Islands with one bomb, and they hit the edge of the runway with another, which made it unusable for the Argentine fast jets. And until the Gulf War came along, it was the longest bombing raid in history, and it took no less than 18 air-to-air refuelings. Now, if the bomb bay is still open as she comes back in front of us, I think we'll see it closing. It's the AEO's job. He has a periscope to check that all is well under the aircraft, and opens and closes the huge bomb bay. I mean, 21 1,000-pound bombs takes up an awful lot of space. You could have your name inside that bomb bay. Actually, I may be wrong about it. I think you could have had your name inside the bomb bay. It is absolutely full of the names of people who've contributed money for that purpose. Much of the fundraising is done by the Vulcan to the Sky Club, has more than 8,000 members. One of the biggest aviation heritage support clubs in the world. They're running the Vulcan mini village here, off to the right of the control tower. If you're looking at the airfield, do go and see them when Vulcan's gone. Now, I think this may be her last pass. I'm not quite sure. At that. Vulcan and Kev Ruman's trademark. And that is the end of the Vulcan display. What a lovely sight on this gorgeous summer's day at Royal Air Force Cosford. And many thanks to the Vulcan, to the Sky Trust, for bringing her over here. Please do go and see the people at the mini Vulcan village. Go and support that magnificent aeroplane. You can in fact support it without going anywhere by